Were they 500?
480.
Oh yeah, you sent me through the thing. That's not bad. I would have spent less on HSDs if I really thought what I was going to use it for. But I just seen that everyone's got the black ones. I'm like, nah, I want the expensive ones.
Oh.
But
They're the most expensive ones you can buy.
they're the teens.
You get the advanced, street advanced Zs. You get basic ones that it just says teen basics. No, 300 quid.
Aye, they're basically just above eBay spec. Hey guys, welcome back to Tokyo Track Wolf. Today we're going to slam an MX5 ND and see how much we can ruin the ride on it. So to start off, we are going to need to strip the car, which is really easy because it's already been done. Wheels off, existing suspension off, put in a box, and we're ready to stick the new ones in. So today for the upgrade, we're going with a set of teens in that box behind us. No, actually they're not in the box.
Street advanced Zs.
So that's Teen Street Advanced Zs, which are kind of like a premium mid-range sort of coilover. It should do nice, get it low, bit of adjustability, ruin the spine, that kind of stuff. This is what we should be doing, but we'll see about that. Maybe lower, probably lower.
Lower.
Probably lower and harder.
Sound like it.
All these tools are necessary. Water, for water and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Juice, in case you're thirsty. Monster.
Bible. A wee baggie.
For safety. Always wear protection.
Oh, that's where that went.
What's that?
Extension.
Just got tool slide about. Right. So I have the very important job of taking these nuts.
These nuts? Got him!
And screwing it when Adam puts it through there.
Oh. Oh, right.
I'm just, hold on, I'm just fingering, get that one finger tight, hold on, let me get this one on. That's us. Thumbs up. That's on pretty tight. A big fancy version of any other MX5 underneath. What's that?
Coffin book. You'll need to add your name to it as well.
Haha! Who's wrote that? Who put NOS on it?
That was me. That was Connor. And then there's fucking shit up there as well.
Oh my god. Ha! Yeah, look at that.
Only one in the UK.
See the silencer on it? I was going to say the boot's way smaller in this than the other MX5, but then I forgot you've got an entire folding roof that lives in it.
Yeah.
It's not an awful sized boot.
It's alright. You can do like at least 40 quid worth of shopping.
Yeah.
But any more than that, you're like pushing it. Or you can get 8 Domino's pizzas in it.
It's not very exciting. You're slowly just being up. Oh, it's gone. Because this little ND is such a short arse, it can't actually go on the blocks where you're supposed to. You know, the big rubber kind of, what they called? Mounts?
Jacking blocks.
Jacking blocks. These bad boys can't go on them, so it's sitting on this secure structural part here. It should be alright. Touch wood. Definitely stole that from him. Over there. Just gonna see how. Look at that. That is racing spec right there. Yeah. It's supposed to do this as well. That's how you know it's good. You need that spring travel. That's what spring travel is. Is that right, Adam?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, see, so you know, if you go over jumps, so there's that bit of space there. That's what that means. Right, let's get this boy down. He seemed dead skinny. He seemed like motorbike discs.
Yeah, it's just thin discs on the rear of them.
I think that looks like it's about to be crushed, but I know it's sitting obviously in between the two of them. Kind of just want to move it and just squish it. In case anybody's ever unfortunate enough to own a Fiesta ST, there is an actual use for it. It's a Red Bull can holster here. Big fucking coaster. It's about it though. I'll get this. Where's the other ones? The big silver ones or the silver ones?
Big silver ones. Yeah, these ones are actually alright.
See, before I even had an MX5, my mate got his first one, got a Mark 1, and we were sitting talking one day, and I was just over there, and I was fiddling with these, and fiddling with the headlight, just spinning them, and everyone's just
There's so many spinny things in a Mark 1.
And he's like, I've set all that, I'm like, oh, I've unset it also. Like, that was actually teams he had.
Is it teens or like tines or?
I don't know, ask the internet. Is it teens or tines?
It's one of them.
It's definitely one or the other. Or
Coil first.
is it E or I first?
E before I.
It's not I before E, except if this is what happens when you try to ask a dyslexic how to spell things. I have no idea. Maybe it's TNs. 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 The wee mascot man is brilliant though.
It's the best logo ever.
He's so happy. He doesn't know he's about to be abused really badly.
Oh yeah, he's ready to get the shit kicked out of him.
Aye. Poor wee guy.
Only to 60 miles per hour though, but not on the back road because I respect the speed laws.
Yes, obviously. This in here looks.
Sorry?
This looks identical to a Mark 1, Mark 2.
Oh yeah.
Although these look way better because they're like solid.
They're thicker as well.
Opposed to not that kind of.
And on the Mark 1s, it used to just be one big long bolt.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same in the Mark 2.
Yeah, and they've changed it to a bush in the arm instead of it normally sits in like a slot.
Oh yes,
like a cage.
Aye, with a captive nut.
Yeah.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's nothing less exciting than watching you screw in a bolt. Oh, I'm out of focus.
Maybe if you're lucky, I'll let you screw.
Maybe we can screw together. In the car, obviously, so there's 3 of us and it's consensual. Right, anyway, you can just delete all that, Katrina, because I don't know, keep it whatever, I don't care. So, we've done the rears, which I need to point at for some reason. We've done both the rears, so they're on. Everything's kind of tightened up. And we're just going to do the front, which is basically the exact same process as any other MX5. So, there'll maybe be a montage of doing that. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. Let's go.
Yeah.
So that was an exciting montage that probably didn't happen on the other side because I didn't really do any filming. But I can do all of this side from the car being in this kind of medium position. What? I just did the nuts.
Let's
get a little bit closer. Some light the scene.
I'll get you to
Yes.
apprentice.
I'll hold the light. As I say, it's almost identical to a Mark 1, 2. I don't know about 3. But you can see the. Can you see? Yeah. Those bolts at the back. That's usually the big, huge, long bolts. It's been replaced by 2 shorter bolts, which is probably easier to work with.
Yeah.
And one in at a time.
Big long ones normally seize in.
Oh, and they're also expensive. You need to replace them.
Yeah, I've replaced them on all MX5s I've owned. They're like 30 quid per bolt. From genuine Mazda.
A bolt costs that much. Genuine Mazda.
one.
That's good wrist action there. Look at that. It's a loose wrist. So you get the ratchet and speed. Oh, he's finishing. Couple of last ones. Just pull it. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. He's definitely finished. Yeah, bit of sweat.
Working for sweat.
Needs a glass of juice.
Like a box.
Would you look at that? So this little bit here, this little threaded hole, is for this, which is literally a bracket to hold on the, is it ABS sensor?
ABS sensor.
ABS sensor.
Well, the wiring for it.
The wiring for it. So, and you are telling me that this little threaded hole exposed to all the elements in the world is not going to be absolutely manky and just produce snap, seized, rounded bolts 20 years down the line when these are, well, 20 years old I guess would be the easy math there. It's yeah, this is definitely going to be a cable tie fix in 10 years time. In Scotland probably 5 when everything's rotten, but yeah, I'm sure somebody in Japan thought that was a clever bit of engineering, but they hadn't thought of Aberdeen. If you have the luxury of having a ramp and you've stripped the car off, at this point it's kind of easy just to replace stuff like brake pads. So you can take these lovely little thin, definitely roadworthy but not by a whole lot, and replace them with some nice big yellow, look at the meat on them, they'll last, I don't know, a good couple of days at least of some hard driving. No, spot on. Get jobs done like that as well while you just got the car ripped to pieces. Ever the artist over there. Yeah, that, give them a wee paint.
Picasso.
Picasso. Wow, look at that, beautiful. So at this point you just want to reduce it to get this nice paste, and this will go anything, pasta, rice, whatever you want. There you go. Nice coppery.
It gives it a nice colour as well, like a brown coppery.
That's fresh. That's a nice healthy colour there. That's man, people. What's that? That's an extra skinny pad in case you got really small wheels. Well, it's easy enough to do them now.
Oh, it saves me taking it off the ramp now for me to come back.
Well, we're likely going to have to take the wheels off it anyway once we've test fitted it and stuff for any suspension adjustments.
Yeah.
So it would save you, instead of having to take them off for this, put them back on, take them off, then take them off for the brakes again.
Starting to look more race carish now.
Yes,
Yellow
look at
pads.
that. Yellow, green.
Oh, these are super light, it makes me look really strong.
These are actually really heavy wheels, by the way, so you know, you just gotta have the muscles.
Muscles?
Yeah, muscles. Oh no, that was a funny move there. Is it supposed to say inside on the outside of the wheel?
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next exciting wheel. Tune in for next week where we teach you how to turn your steering wheel to go around corners. If people don't know how to fit a wheel, like honestly, there's a billion other YouTube channels that tell you how to do that. And then you can go watch how to tie a tie. I don't know, what other basic stuff. How to tie your shoelaces.
Iron a shirt.
Iron a shirt. Do you know I actually used YouTube to learn how to iron a shirt?
I use YouTube to learn how to tie a tie. I've never worn a tie once.
We need to set up a nice shot to watch this. The in focus car. Focus on my... I don't want to focus on my face. The in focus car coming down nice for its first drop, so let's bear with me till I find somewhere I can put it. My nice smooth gimbal shot. So I'm going to try to follow it down. Let's drop it down. There we go. Obviously that still has to settle a little bit more. It won't come down much more, but that's a really nice
Ride height now.
daily height. It's nice. It probably won't scrape on the arch liners or bang on stuff. And as I said before, it's not really making the wheels look like they're too small and offset. So that's looking really good. That's looking really smart. You realise how much the standard wheels are, they need to come out.
That's got a bit of camber to it now as
It
well.
does. More in the front, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
The front's way more. The front actually got camber. Damn. That's low.
I'm gonna rub on anything. Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. You can tell who has shoes that are for working and who has shoes that are just for playing, because look how clean they are. Alright, let's hear what this bad boy sounds like. Whoa! So that's the revent back box delete, which as we see when we're underneath the car is literally just a pipe. What size is it? 3.5 inch or something? 3 inch? It's about that size you've seen. It sounds pretty good. It sounds quite meaty.
Yeah.
It's got like a sort of lumpiness, not lumpy, like not a lumpy idle, but like a kind of feels thick.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds good. How does it sound on like full chat?
Alright, it's weird because when you get up to like 4K, it goes really quiet.
Is that to do with the engine?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's my beard there. I was trying to get you in the distance, so I just got my beard. After all that hard work, it's putting 4 tires on isn't really hard work. But it's time to take them off. So I'm going to adjust the suspension to proper, I guess.
Well, more civilized ride height.
Semi-civilized ride height. That was ride height, even though I couldn't say those words.
Because it is still a daily mind.
You want it low, but you don't want it like
That you're scraping on every single bug.
unusably low, especially on like a newish car. We get the wheels off, get them adjusted to probably about half what they recommend.
Yeah.
They recommend about 40 mil. We'll get them down to about 20 or so, so it's still low enough. And I find as well, maybe this is just me personally, but when I had my car lowered at first on standard wheels, you get a nice amount of tuck, but because you don't have the offset, it doesn't look as good when it's slammed right down. You notice how small the wheels are, so bringing it up just that little bit should help kind of make it look better, and then whack some meaty wheels on it and absolutely deck it.
Yeah.
Just adjusting that little top collar that is almost obscured, that one there, and the little bottom one will come up to follow it. This isn't really a guide because I don't endorse Adam is a mechanic, but I do not endorse my ability to tell you how to do this. This is not a guide. This is just what we're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
But he does. But this is my video, so I don't endorse it. Wait, no, hold on, that makes it sound that I'm saying I don't trust you. Because I'm involved, what Adam's doing, I don't trust. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right, so
I'm not good with numbers, Neil.
It's alright, this is where I come in. So the recommendation was
40
mil, right? God, this is really hard to read. So, there we go, look at that. Totally in focus camera. Can you see that?
Yeah, 40
there you go.
1.6 inch.
Right, so 40 mil, 40 mil is to there. So if we go to 20 mil, it'll be 2 centimeters, so it's there.
Okay, well we're at 30 at the moment, and that's because if you jack a car up, if you're ever getting an MOT and you jack the car up, and like you can move the spring, that's an MOT failure.
What is it? So the spring's got to be completely set.
Yeah.
What about the £200 postie MOTs? Do they check that as well?
No.
That is no such thing as a £200 postie MOT. Really close.
It's 50 quid.
Aye. What we are measuring is from the underside of, what do you call that thing, the spring seat? Is that the thing at the bottom?
Locator tab.
That thing. From the bottom of that to the bottom of the black thing is what we're measuring there. So you can see that's around what, maybe 30, 1, 2, 3, about 33 mil there. So that's what we're going to get to 40 mil. And then we'll do that all around and we'll see what that gets us. As a good starter anyway. Four wheels back on, same as the last time. That's perfect. Honestly, you're a nice inch. So now that we've got them in, set to a decent standardish ride height. Just adjusting the dampening settings to what they recommend just to go along with the height. So it's kind of like a standard but a bit better setup. After that, I think we're going to stick all 4 bolts on it, on the wheels. Yeah. So properly put the wheels on, give them the ugga dugga, make sure they're on nice and tight. and then probably take it outside, maybe take it for a test run.
Oh yeah.
Obviously there's new pads on it as well, and it's been raining and dry and stuff like that, so won't be like a full welly run, but we'll take it, see how it feels. Let's get these wheels on properly. Oh, man's best friend has made short order of putting the bolts back on, and obviously being 4x100 makes it a lot easier. So just get all this stuff reassembled. That little shield's for the fuel, but it's just...
And an old carpet as well.
It's just reassembling a boot. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
And then the front has got a little 3-piece standard strut brace. So we get that on, and then it's ready for a wee test drive. So the last thing to do is always torque your wheels. Or if, like me, you don't have a torque wrench, just ugga dugga till they shut up. Even though you should torque them properly.
100%.
How much does a proper torque wrench cost?
They got this one for like 30 quid off Amazon.
There you go, 30 quid, you should buy it. And it just ensures that your wheels aren't overstressing the threads or anything like that. It's perfect.
And that your wheel's tight.
Aye, then it's tight. Sunny, rainy.
Scotland.
So we're going to take it out a blast, see how it feels. Obviously we won't be going too fast or anything because we've just put the new brakes on, so they're needing to bed in first of all. We're going to go see how it feels being lower in a bit. It's pretty sensible.
Yeah,
it's just sensible.
It's not ridiculously stupid.
So we're going to see how like a fun daily height feels. See if it feels kind of better with the setup. Should we feel it a bit harder?
Should do, because the stiffness of it.
Yeah, so it should be a
yeah.
bit. You should feel the road a bit more, but we'll go out, bed in the brakes a bit, see how it feels, see how it sounds, because I haven't been in it with that new pipe on it. So let's go. It looks good, eh?
It actually looks a lot better now. Considering there's about a 4-inch arch gap between the wheel and the top of the arch.
Yeah, it's looking great. Like, see out in the wild. If you wanted to go more hardcore, you could definitely up the stiffness, but see, this as is very pleasant.
Yeah.
It's very, it honestly feels like it could be standard suspension.
Yeah.
It feels really nice.
It's actually really
This
smooth.
is a really nice, comfortable ride.
Every single coilovers I've been in and that, you're like fucking jumping out your seat with every bump. So I could even maybe turn the stiffness up just a tiny little bit.
Oh yeah.
But I'll need to see what it's like driving to and from work, what a daily drive.
Bear in mind, the springs will need probably about 24 hours before you're nice and settled in on the springs. So
oh, yeah.
Once they're settled in, you can see. But I think this is a good. I think the key will be when you get wheels. Smaller wheels could drop you lower down. You know, you could be coming closer to the guards. We could.
Yeah.
Do a few different changes on it.
But I totally feel it in the steering as well.
Feel more responsive.
Oh, 100%.
I suppose you've got less body roll.
Yeah.
You know, even through there, you can feel it across the.
A lot of people are saying that after you've done coilovers, get an anti-roll bar and anti-roll bar links, get upgraded ones.
Yeah.
And supposedly it's like night and day.
But I think this has been good for the 480 pounds. It's definitely an improvement that you can feel.
Oh yeah, I totally know a difference. I totally feel a difference.
I suppose when Mazda are designing like the rigid suspension, they've got to think that you've got to cater for everybody from the hardcore people that are going to love and modify their MX5 to the people that just want a sports car that they can kind of
I'd take
just
out on a
cruise around
Sunday
in.
drive. Like
Automobile of the Year, Automobile Magazine. One of the world's 5 best cars, Road and Track. Car of the Year, Modern Motor. Plus the best warranty in the business.
It just feels right.
We don't want to give everybody like absolute jarring suspension, and that's not what we've changed it to here. We've changed it to something nice.
We've changed the height right, and we've made it just maybe a tiny little bit stiffer, but it's not a massive.
No, I think you've done a good job here.
Okay, so that is us back from the test drive there. I think you could tell from us chatting in the car that it's not so much night and day, it's just the same but better. It feels much more responsive. You don't get that kind of body roll.
Yeah, when you're coming off transitions and you don't get that initial.
Definitely not an NC then.
No.
No boatiness. No, but it genuinely feels really good. I think next it'll be the anti-roll bars and the drop links and stuff to start uprating it, but right now, that was good. That was a nice little change. So that's us finished here for today. So if you like that kind of nonsense, again, definitely not a guide. Please don't do what I done because I'm not responsible for your car. If you did like it, hit the like button and subscribe for more stuff like this. And there'll be a link down in the description if you want some stickers or some stuff like that to help support the channel. One take, done.